In today's class, I am going to explain about types of CSS. Then before discussing types of CSS, I want to tell you about what is CSS. And also I will tell you what is the difference between HTML and CSS. The HTML is used to provide the content of a HTML document. Then what is the importance of the CSS? Then CSS it is used to add effects or animations to the HTML documents. Then the CSS does not provide any content. Then content will provided by the HTML language. Then the CSS can be used to add effects or animations to the HTML documents. Then without CSS we can't add the styles to the HTML document. The CSS which plays very important role to designing any type of websites. Whatever the animation is required for the any web page, then we require the CSS. Okay, if you want to add any type of the effects, then we should require the CSS. Then today I will discuss some of the CSS properties. Then you can, anything do you want, you contact me through WhatsApp or mail for designing any type of the website. Then types of CSS. Then first one is internal CSS, which is also called as embedded CSS, external CSS, the third one is called inline CSS. Then today I will tell you what is the difference between internal, external and inline. Then I will tell you what is internal. The CSS can be embedded within the HTML document. Within HTML, I will write it here. The CSS code can embed it within the HTML document. Then what is the use of the embedded CSS? Then whatever the styles or CSS codes you are writing, that is applicable to that document only the particular document where you are embedded the CSS code. But the external CSS, you write the separate CSS file, separate CSS code with extension of .css. You write the separate CSS file with the extension of .css. Then which code is applicable to the all the documents? What is the document do you want to require? What the document the CSS code is applicable. Then internal is applicable only the one document where it has embedded. Then external means you should write the separate CSS file or separate CSS code, whatever, then which is applicable to the all the HTML documents. Then inline CSS. It is applicable. It is applicable for particular element, not entire the document. Only for particular element or tag. Hope all of you got what is the difference between internal and external and CS inline. The internal, it is applicable for the entire document, only one HTML document. External CSS, you should write the separate CSS file with the extension of .css. It is applicable for all the HTML documents. The inline CSS, it is applicable for the only particular element. Then I will show you the example for all. Then first of all, I will write internal CSS. Then any CS, if you want to use the internal CSS which is applicable, can be embedded within the HTML document. Okay, this is the sample template HTML document. What is the use of it? Which if you write this one, whatever the web page you are designing, which is applicable to the mobiles and tabs and laptop also. Okay, which will fit into the any type of the device. Okay, that's the thing we need to write this statement. Then where you should include the internal CSS within the head tag with the help of the style tags. Okay, the internal CSS has to be included within style tag. The style tag has to be added within the head tag. Got it? Then whatever the style do you want, we can add it to over here. Then I want to write first of all h1 tag, then align equal to text, the align equal to center, sorry to say. Here also we can add it. Welcome to CSS. You should write any kind of text over here. Welcome to CSS. Then h1 to be closed. Then another paragraph. This is paragraph tag. This is paragraph tag. Then I added the two elements over there. Then how to add the CSS to these two elements? Using the internal CSS. Then internal CSS to be added within the style tag. Then h1, if you want to add h1, it will be open and close. Then if you want to add the styles to the h1 tag, if you want to add, well, okay, before adding it, then I will save it and I will show you what is the output we got it. Yeah, this is the actually we would like to increase. Yeah, welcome to CSS. It has in bold format. That's why we use the heading tag h1. This is the paragraph. Okay, I want to display it in the separate color and center. Then what you have to do is, then we should write the code is here. Okay, text align is there. This is called a CSS property. Next, this is called as the value. Then we will see that also I would like to change the color. Suppose green. Okay, dark green, whatever. Then here, what are the proper styles you are adding over here? This is applicable to the only h1 tag in the HTML document. Then we will see, because here styles has to be added for the h1 tag. The text has to be displayed at the center of the window. Because I did not add any styles to this one paragraph tag, it has displayed in the same position. You got it? The text has displayed in the green color. Then it has aligned at center. Got it? Whatever the styles do you want, you can add it over here. Then here paragraph tag. Then what background color I want to add it over there. Then background color, what is color do you want? I want to use separate yellow. Suppose yellow, green, whatever. Then we will see how the output has changed. What is the background color of this paragraph tag is? Then what is the color we have used? Yellow green. Okay, mixing of yellow and green color, that is called yellow green. Got it? It is applicable for whatever the tag it is applicable, which element do you want applicable, then you can write it the code over there. Then and also I want to use the image tag also. Then image, what is called source attribute is there for giving the URL. Sorry to say, source equal then Madar 1.jpg alt because alternate text, image not found. Yeah, the image, suppose I want to give some image as to be displayed. I did not add any. Yeah, because if you want to resize the image, then what you have to do is, then there is a width, then image tag, then width, whatever the width, width is suppose 100 pixel, then height, image height, suppose 100. Then you can look at here, then how the output has to be changed here. Yeah, now at this time the image size is resized, then the image as displayed in width is 100, the height is 100. Because whenever the image is by default height and width of the image as displayed in the web page, but if you want to resize the image, it is possible with help of the CSS also. Okay, if you want to display the rounded image, then what you have to do is here, then border, what is called border radius. Suppose border radius as given to 50%. Then these styles, if you want to add, then how the image will be displayed we will see here. Because the image will be displayed in a rounded manner. Okay, what are the styles do you want? I told you some of the styles. There are a number of styles there will be there. If you want to do any type of the style, please contact me through mail or WhatsApp. Okay, I added only some of the styles over here. Okay, then whatever the things do you want, you can add it to, suppose for example, what is called UL, then list, suppose Java, then you want to add two more things, because what are the styles do you want to add? Web technologies, for example Python. Then how it will be, I am telling only internal. Okay, then after that I could use external whatever. Whenever the another list has to be used, then how the output would be displayed here. Then dot Java, WT and Python. Okay, if you want to remove these styles, whatever the decoration do you want to add it over here, then what you have to do is here, then UL, the text decoration is there, none, then nothing will be displayed over there. Oh, sorry, list style. The list style is there, then none, no styles to be added, because generally it will be used for hyper giving the what is called vertical navigation bar or horizontal navigation bar. Then you see here it has removed. Okay, list style is none, which has removed. Okay, then here this is some of the what is called used the styles to the HTML document using the internal style sheet. Okay, internal style sheet can be embedded within the HTML document. What are the styles you are adding which is applicable for this document only? Then external nothing will be there. Just to copy it here, then what are the styles you are adding? Here you can write the separate HTML document for it. Control X, then you can take a new one. You can copy it here. Whatever the code you are writing previously, you can write it in the separate code. It is not required here. Then save it. Style, my style dot css, my style dot css. Then take it, then save it. Yeah, this is written separate CSS code. Then how can we, whatever the HTML document can import, we can import it. Remember, what is the syntax? We can import the external CSS. At that time, it is not required. The styles tag is not required for importing the external CSS. There is syntax is there. Link relation equal to style sheet. Then I for reference equal to URL. Then my style, here both are saved in the same folder. I did not use any URL directly. I am giving the file name mystyle.css. Okay, here what is the, here you can see here what is the name of the file name, mystyle.css. Here also mystyle.css. I for reference relation equal style sheet. Okay, we are using the style sheet for this document. Okay, this the syntax can be used to import the external CSS. Then I will do it here. Yeah, when you remove this one, then sorry to say, yeah, when you remove this one, yeah, okay, without any styles, just the HTML content has to be displayed in the web page. Then if you want to use the any external CSS, internal CSS as complete, I will go for the external CSS. Then I will Control Z. Then I will save it. Then Control S. This the syntax can be used for the external save. Whatever the HTML document can import the CSS file. This syntax you should write it. Then save it. Then yeah, the external CSS, all the styles as added. Got it? Okay, number of styles you can add. I wrote some of the CSS files. Okay, this is called external. Previously, what I wrote, that is called the internal. Then what is inline? Okay, I want to add the CSS particular HTML element. Okay, I want to add the additional information to this H1. Then what should I do? H1 style, or else if you want to add the style to the only this one CSS, at that time what you have to do is we have to do with help of this span tag. If you want to select the part of this text that is required a span tag, yeah, here we can use the CSS. Then what do you want for this one? Okay, for the element or else a part of the text, do you want highlight, add the styles? Then what you have to do with help, you can add with help of the span tag or any other tag also, there is no problem. I am adding the style equal, then whatever that you want add over here. Then if you want to increase the font size, yeah, if you want to increase the font size, then only you can able to suppose 30 pixel. Then background color also I want to add for this one, what is called red. Okay, and then for the CSS, the font size as 30 pixels, then background color as Indian red. Then how it will displayed, you can see over here. Yeah, you see here it has selected only part of the text. If you want to select the entire the element, we go for the inline or external CSS. But if you want to add the styles a part of the text, it is possible with help of the only inline style sheets. Inline style sheets. Okay, just I want to add the styles to only CSS, not the entire the text. Only I want to add the styles to CSS. Here the background color as red, then font size as also increasing. The font size has to be as also increasing. That is the thing we need to know by using what is called inline style equal to, then what are the styles do you want, after that then opening bracket, here the closing bracket, then after each and every styles you can end with a semicolon. Okay, this is for the internal style sheets. Got it? If you have any doubt regarding these types of the CSS, you can ask at any time through comment box window or else through mail or through WhatsApp. Okay, if you like this video, please subscribe the channel. Thank you one and all for watching my videos.